As you can tell, on all sides of the aisle, we're very concerned about, again, the reprehensible attack on the governor's official residence here. But it has to come back to the facts and the law. Now, procurement law and policy restrict construction to projects on public property. The state police have expended funds making modifications to private property. Do you believe that your mandate to protect the governor overrides the procurement code and policies and allows you to make modifications to private property?
I'm not prepared to have a legal debate with you here. Again, I'm not an attorney.
I'm not an attorney either, sir.
I'm simply acting on the good faith advice that I have been given. In the end, you know, we've talked here at length about the governor's safety.
But it comes down to this, sir. You have overridden the procurement code and policy, and you have made modifications to a private property. I'm going to ask again, is that exemption written into the procurement code?
I understand that is your position. I accept
It's not my
that.
position, sir. It's a question.
No, I accept that.
Is the ability for you to have an exemption
I'm not
to the
sitting here
procurement
saying I
code
overrode procurement
written
code.
into our law?
What I'm saying, ma'am, is I operated within the guidance and advice that I was given. I understand your position. Please understand, I had many conversations.
Not a position, sir. It is a question. Let's move on to this question. Is there a court opinion or a legal opinion written upon which you are relying on to make those expenditures to install those security measures on private property?
I do not have a written opinion, no, ma'am.
Previously, you testified that you have not promulgated nor developed any written policies, guidelines, or procedures defining when such security expenditures are necessary, where they would be necessary, or if there are any amount limits to those expenditures. Is this something that you need to do?
I do think it's a discussion that we should have, and it shouldn't be limited to our agency putting that policy together. I think that's a discussion collectively we need to have. We are in very different territory than I would have imagined. I've been doing this a long time. I have worked through a number of administrations. We have never seen the threat level, and forget just Pennsylvania, again, nationally we've talked about, but we have never seen the threat level like it is here. I have never seen the number of threats against the governor that we have seen. I think we need to have a discussion about what that looks like, because I do think there's a distinct possibility we will be faced with the same decision for future governors. If we are to keep them and their families safe, I think you're going to be faced with exactly the same situation.
I appreciate that. I also appreciate that we have to operate based on the facts and based on the law. Thank you very much, Colonel. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.